Hi, everybody. I'm Larissa, and I'm a blueprint deliverer. I'm here to help people move from misery to happiness. And today I have a message about fairy tales. Okay, I know this might sound weird, like how are fairy tales related to our blueprint or what we need to accomplish in this life? First, have you ever heard like someone who makes a movie or some art even, and they just say, it just hit me out of nowhere. Like I just had to like get this out. All right, that's part of our blueprint. Okay, so there are people here, creators here, who are here to produce things. Okay, so that's all of us. So we're all here with a specific, a blueprint for our lives, right? And I want you guys to keep in mind that it's not just about us, it's also about the whole like human experience, okay? So keep in mind that your blueprint, yes, it is for you and it's completely individual and you have certain things you need to do in your life, but I want you to think of it also as your blueprint is a puzzle piece, okay? So everyone has like a blueprint and they all kind of fit together, all right? And there are little pieces that we need to start fitting in so that the other ones can start fitting, okay? So whenever you think of a light worker, right, people say light workers, we're here to light people up, and it's the same exact concept as a puzzle piece, right? If you're a light worker, then you're a pillar of light and you're going to start shining on people and they're going to say, oh wow, I can shine too, and it just kind of goes off on a chain reaction. The same thing is true about your blueprint, okay? So it's the same exact concept that you do things, you light up, and you like it kind of pushes out and reverberates on other people, okay? So if you ever heard that someone say that, like, oh, I just got this idea, and then, it really blew up, it's their blueprint that's coming to life, coming from their heart space, coming from the divine, and it's finding that human vessel so it can be imagined in the 3D world, okay? So it can be created, so it can create the effect that it's supposed to create. Okay, so fairy tales. Fairy tales are the divine's reminder of who we are as spiritual beings, okay? Here, like I said, when we're here, we often forget how amazing we are and how we are completely in control of our experience, okay? There are some things, that are with like outside of our control, right? Like, for example, where I live, it is within and both outside of my experience, right? Like some people can get green cards or they can get visas and they can like go somewhere else. And some people, so I guess I'll think about like Cuba, right? Cuba was closed for a really long time. So it wasn't so easy for like a person in Cuba to leave Cuba or for us to go to Cuba unless we have like a layaway or whatever, okay? There are some things that are within our grasp that we can completely change, right? And that number one is our perception of our world, how we see things, how we choose to see our world, all right? And whenever we're going through hard times, okay, I'm going off on a tangent, but anyways, whenever we're going through hard times, we can see it as either this is horrible, oh my God, I'm going through a hard time, or we can see it as, oh, this is my soul growth. I'm going to learn the lesson here, right? And it's, again, it's the same exact situation, just two different perceptions. Okay, anyways, fairy tales are the divine's reminder of who we are as spiritual beings, okay? And I want you to think in a really broad way of what a fairy tale is, all right? So, yeah, a fairy tale can be like classic fairy tales, right? Like Cinderella or whatever. It can be like a cartoon or something for kids, and it's just showing us that through determination, through that fire that lives inside of us, we can create the reality that we want in this life. We can create it, okay? So if you want to think about, I mean, the movie that I see all the time is Moana, and she just knows, like she knows this is what she has to do, and she knows this is what has to be done, and she has to keep pushing through all these different things, right? But I'm gonna make a comparison that might be hard to see. The movie Hidden Figures, okay? It's the same concept. I want you guys to start pulling out the emotions and the feelings in fairy tales. People feel they feel like beat up held down, like things are against them and they have to push through. And it's the same exact feeling as a fairy tale, okay? So I know I'm probably yelling, but this is so exciting for me. Fairy tales are the divine's reminder for us on earth to let us know that anything is possible, okay? Anything. We can create anything as long as we believe it, as long as we go after it, we can make anything happen. And the other movie I'm thinking about is The Pursuit of Happiness. Why, when he was homeless, did he keep on going to this free internship that wasn't paying him anything as a single dad? All right. It's a fairy tale. He believed it in his heart and he never gave up. No matter what obstacles came, he never gave up. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that when you feel beat up, when you feel like everything's going against you, I want you to take a moment and look for the fairy tales in your life. And oftentimes it's things that you already it's already in your like your atmosphere. Okay, it can be songs, it can be art, it can be dances. It's Don't limit yourself to what a fairy tale is. Okay, at the end of the day, a fairy tale is just a reminder that you have the power to control your life. You have the power to step out and create whatever you want. Okay, so again, it's not just like a movie, it can be a song. All right, it can be through any kind of like art form, like a dance or spoken word poetry. Oh my gosh, I love those. It can be through a book. If you're reading like a science fiction book, like it can be anything, a memoir. Just like I said, it's not just like animated things, okay? It's also real life stories, real life stories. The only thing you need to know is the divine is constantly reminding us, just like I said when I explained a blueprint, we don't always remember a blueprint. We don't always remember what we're here to do and how we are part of the inspiration that makes other things and other people do the things they need to do. All right. We don't always remember that. And the divine is here with us. We are not alone. And they are constantly reminding us through fairy tales, through memoirs, through real experiences, that anything is possible. If you stay focused, you can make it all happen. Okay. So if you ever need a reminder, if you're feeling, beat up, if you're feeling held back, if you're feeling hopeless, helpless, start looking at the fairy tales that are all around you, because the divine wants you to know you can overcome everything. Everything. You can overcome everything. Okay? You are limitless. You are the most powerful person that ever lived. You are the most powerful, okay? There's nothing that can hold you down from what is meant for you. Nothing. It will meet you as long as you keep on moving towards it. Okay. I think I was yelling. I get so excited about this stuff because, like I said, when we have blueprints, we don't always remember, but it's just so amazing that in our life, we have the reminder. The divine is with us. They're helping us. So go out and watch some fairy tales, whatever that means to you. If it's a book, if it's art, if it's ice skating, whatever it is, feel those emotions inside of you. Watch someone else overcome something and just know in your heart that you can do it too. Okay, for anything you want. All right, I love you guys so much. I'm Larissa. I'm a blueprint deliverer. I'm here to help people move from misery into happiness. My link will be down below. Leave a comment about what you think about this, and please share it to anyone who's having a hard time and needs a reminder that they can accomplish their dreams. They can change their whole life when they're ready. Okay, I love you guys so much. Bye.